is good, YouTube? Quinn Wade Basketball Analysis coming to y'all with a quick video. I wanted to let you guys know I got some new merchandise available, not just t-shirt anymore. I got different type of t-shirt, different type of shirts and logos that you can purchase on my spread shirt, and also hoodies now. We have expanded and added more to the channel and more merchandise for the brand. Thanks for supporting. It will be in the description and the links will be in the comment section below. Thanks for helping me and supporting the movement. Quinn Wade Basketball Analysis. I'm going. What is good, YouTube? Quinn Wade Basketball Analysis coming to y'all with a quick video. We're going to talk about the East today. We know that it's some team that's going to have a chance to take that spot from either Brooklyn or Orlando if they get within 4 games, which is highly possible, as Orlando might not have Jonathan Isaac, and they have struggled to score the ball all season. And Isaac really wasn't going to help that anyway because he's more a defensive player. But you can turn offense easily if you get stops and turnovers and getting them passing lanes, and Isaac can do that. But other than that, Brooklyn, no Dinwiddie, no Irie, no Durant, no DeAndre Jordan, but they do have Tyler Johnson. They still do have Caris LeVert, Jared Allen, and those type of guys still currently active and able to play. Now, that don't sound good, but it's reality. This team is depleted. The Brooklyn Nets, they should be happy that they even in this position. And honestly, with the team that they have left after the people opt out in the coronavirus, honestly and truthfully, this team has a low chance of making it. But the East is improving, but a lot of the teams underneath them, including Orlando, I don't really think it matters. I think Toronto is real. I think the Bucks are real. So whoever get these top 7 and 8 spot, they're not going to do anything anyway. When you look at the teams that have a chance to fight for this spot, which is the Wizards, for example, the Wizards don't have Bradley Beal, as he just now reported that he will not be there to play. Then you don't have their second best potential player in Davis Bertans, who also won't be there. But honestly, Orlando, Brooklyn, Washington, none of these teams literally have a chance to win a title. None of these teams are really interesting because of the injuries or COVID-19. So honestly, I could care less who makes it and who doesn't. This is a thing that's more or less for pride, to say that you made it to the playoffs, to have something to hang your season on because you played all these games to get to the playoffs. And now both of these teams really are just lacking interest. And I'm going to watch the games anyway because I have to as part of my job as an analyst. But honestly, well, what the Brooklyn Nets have left, it's hard to see that they lock up the 7 seed. I definitely could see them locking up 8 just because Washington is just as bad, if not worse. Plus, they already behind. Plus, they will have to beat them twice to take their spot. And they don't even have Bradley Beal or Davis Bertans. And I really don't see any real reason of how Washington, who became probably one of the worst teams in NBA history defensively, that gives up shots and could care less about playing defense and don't even have a quality starting lineup just like the Nets. So the Nets has been a team that has just been good enough. They was good enough in the regular season. They was good enough to make the playoffs, and they might just be good enough just because the Wizards are so bad and the Magic are so bad at this point in this part of the year, that they might just be good enough to hang on to one of these top 8 seeds and get swept by Toronto or the Bucks, which is most likely going to happen. But I am still interested to see Caris LeVert, as a lot of people have a lot of love and respect for him. A guy that has shown that he can play, he can score. A guy that we all want to see, can he become that third piece to go with Kevin Durant and Kyrie, which I don't think he can be because he's always injured. And even if he's not always injured, he's a guy that needs the ball to be effective. He likes to handle. He likes to get to his spots. He likes to create. And Kyrie likes that. Kevin Durant likes that. Dinwiddie likes that. And it's not enough balls for all of them to create shots. Somebody's going to have to play off the ball. Somebody's going to have to change their role. And I think that it might be Caris LeVert that might have to do that. But he is an intriguing young talent that really does have upside to be decent. Like I said, he is an all-star caliber player in the Eastern Conference when his head is right and when that ball and that jump shot is falling. Other than that, he's a pretty good starter. But when I look at this team, the Nets, they got 8 games for this. I think that they should be able to hold on. When I look at Orlando, I really want to see Markelle Fultz. I'm still interested in him, as you guys know that have been following the channel. I haven't gave up on Markelle Fultz just yet, and he showed some signs of improvement, getting that mid-range back, still dribbling, still getting to his spots, getting to the paint, still facilitating. Not the greatest player, but has shown more confidence in his game. I don't know where he's at now since he's been gone for almost 4 months and we haven't seen him play. But the way he was ending the season gave me hope that he can still possibly be something in this league. Even though he's not the greatest player, he did show signs that he's going in the right direction right now. And hopefully he can continue that in Orlando, which is ironic because they play in Orlando. But we shall see. But one thing I will say, guys that also is going to try to make a name for themselves is Jarrett Allen. If him and Caris LeVert can really play well, I think that that's going to be something that the Brooklyn Nets will want. And that's good that Dinwiddie and DeAndre Jordan is out so they can get maximum minutes and maximum opportunity. And if they do that, they can really show that they can possibly up their value as they are already locked into long-term contracts. You want them to be able to net you another star to go with Kyrie and Kevin Durant. And in Orlando, you just want to continue to build good habits as they have a lot of young players that want to be able to play and gets the opportunity to play, and they get to figure out what they're going to do with Fournier, see how he plays down there. He had a decent regular season, respectable, but nothing crazy or nothing that I'm going head over the heels for. But it's just good to see other guys like Mo Bamba and them have a chance to work on what they was working on these last couple months and get a chance to implement it in a game. And other than that, when I look at this Wizard team, I don't really know what they're looking for because a lot of these players most likely won't be on the roster as they do need to do a lot of retooling. And without Bradley Beal, that was the only reason to watch them outside of Davis Bertans, which both of them are going to be gone, like I said before. It kind of defeat the purpose for them to even have a spot, to even have a chance. But other than that, when I look at this, I think Brooklyn and Orlando stays locked into those spots. I don't really see them going that far. I really don't see them even winning a game. Orlando might have a higher chance, but I don't see that either because the Raptors are healthy now, and they seem like they're determined to prove everybody wrong, which they have done all season besides me because I had them finishing in the top 4 anyway. They ended up finishing in the top 2. Even though I had them third, I was only one spot off. So I already had love and respect for this Raptor team, and I already knew what they was capable of. And I like what Nick Nurse have done with them defensively and offensively throughout the whole season. Them going through a lot of injuries and still getting the job done and not making excuses, not complaining, just going out there playing, executing what they're supposed to do, and getting games won. And they accomplished that. So to me, when I look at the East, I don't see much changing. Only thing I can really see changing is Orlando moving up to 7. And I also can see other teams in the East moving up too. But I do have Brooklyn and Orlando locking in their playoff spots. And Washington is going to be the team that's going to still be eliminated like they are now, technically out, even though they have a chance to get in. I don't see it. But the Wizards are still a team that can score. They still are at least entertaining, even though they give up a lot of shots at the rim and all over the court. But this is what we have. This is what we get. We wanted basketball back. We wanted to see our favorite players play again. We wanted to see a championship being crowned. They want to get paid. They want to get their money. They want to go out there and play. So they get what they want. The fans get to watch them. Adam Silver get paid too as a business perspective, and they get to crown a champion. It seems like we all win in some instances with this. Only problem is they're in some circumstances where they locked up in Orlando, wherever you want to call it, because it's really technically not Orlando, but that's what they calling it, the Orlando bubble. And we pretty much got to see them play without fans, and we basically got to see them try to go at each other neck for a title that's going to be a little iffy to some people, asterisk to some people, but nonetheless, they will still be technically NBA champions, and that's all that really matter. But I ain't got much for y'all today. I got Orlando being the 7th seed, and I got Brooklyn obviously being the 8th seed, and I got Washington missing. and that's the way I think it's going to end up happening. So I gave you my answer. I gave you my prediction. Now it's just time to tell y'all, check out my website. It will be in the description in the comment section below. Check out my Facebook page, analysisparent.com. Link in the description comment section below. Like on Facebook to show support. Like the video if you haven't. If you already liked it, thanks for the love and support. Also share. That helps the channel grow and help me reach more people. And at the end of the day, I do make videos just like this each and every day. I will have playoff predictions. I do breakdowns of players, legends, and even rookies. I also break down Summer League. I also do season preview, trade deadline, free agency, NBA draft coverage. So if you need anything from basketball, I got you covered. And that's why you should subscribe and become part of the family as we continue to grow and we continue to get and reach more people. Other than that, like I said in the beginning of the video, if you want any merchandise, I got it on my spread shirt. That'll be in the comment section and in the description. And I also can buy on Facebook. So let me know what you guys think. Is Brooklyn going to miss because of the injuries and COVID? Is Orlando going to miss out? Or with Bradley Beal and Davis Bertans gone, will the Wizards just concede their playoff spot with losing, and at the end of the day, just bottom out? Because like I said, you have to get in at least 4 games, and you still have to beat a team twice. And with that type of team that they have without Davis and Bertans and Bradley Beal, it's just hard for me to see it. But they still be interesting enough to watch in some of these games, as other players going to have to step up, fill the void, and make a name for themselves in the empty minutes. Somebody got to play, somebody got to compete, and that's going to be the only thing interesting about Brooklyn, Orlando, and the Wizards these next couple weeks. Other than that, Quinn Wade signing out, and I'll be back to y'all tomorrow with another video.